So this model number one is completely related to the foundry base. So the foundry is also one of the manufacturing method. Okay. Now in this, what are you are going to study and which are the different concepts are covered in this model number one that we'll see. First one is an introduction and the definition and classification of the manufacturing process. Okay, so the definition regarding the manufacturing process and some of the classification of the manufacturing process that you are going to study. Then the metal casting in the foundry classification. Okay, the classification of metal casting and the factors that determine the selection of casting alloys. So whatever the alloys are being used for removing the casting that you are going to study, and which are the factors as to be considered during the selection of the casting alloys that you are going to study. Okay, the next is the introduction to the casting process and steps involved in this. So how the casting is been produced and which are the methods and the different steps are been covered in making the casting, that also you are going to study in this module. Okay, so the pattern, definition, classification, material used for the patterns, okay, and the various pattern allowances and their importance. So these all things you are going to study in this modules. So in brief details, when you start this module, so we'll go in the details what are the patterns. Okay, different types of patterns are there, which types of materials are being used for the patterns. Okay, and what types of casting is to be removed out by using that different types of patterns, and there are various pattern allowances are being given. So what are that pattern allowances, that is also you are going to study in this module, and the importance of that allowances. Okay, this everything is to be covered in this model number one. Then next is then sand molding. Okay, so what type of sand is being used, the requirement of the base sand. Okay, used for the mold cavity, for the making and mold cavity in the casting that you are going to study. Blinders, additives. Okay, the blinders and additives nothing but which are been added in the sand for the increasing the rich property of the sand. Okay, then definitions, needs and the types of preparations of the sand molds. Then melting machines or the mold making machines you can say. So there is a mistake is there in that printing mistake, that is a mold making machines. So these are the type: jolt type and quiz type. And jolt and quiz both combined machine is there, and single operation, that is a jolt, and the quiz single different type of operation machines are also there. And next the slant slanger is there, which is been used for transporting the sand in the plant. Okay, from one side to another side, or to fill in the, you can say, in the molding box. Then next concept is study of an important molding processes. Okay, so these are the some different types of molding processes are there, or you can say the types of how the molds are being prepared. Hello, can you hear my voice? O- okay, okay. Some network problem is the sound is not. I think so. So the green sand and the, sorry, uh, study the study of an importance molding processes So in this molding processes, so the different types of molding procedures are there and different methods are there. Okay, that you are going to study how the mold cavity is to be prepared and what are the molds. Okay, so the green sand, core sand, dry sand, sweep sand, then carbon dioxide mold, shell mold, investment mold, plaster mold, and cement bonded mold. So these are the different types of molding processes that all you are going to study in this method. Then the core is being used in the mold cavity, okay, to provide an hollow casting. Okay, that also will go in deep and I will tell you what is an core. Okay, so the definition need and the types of the core and the methods of making core. Okay, then next is the concept of gate, top gate, bottom partning line, horn gates and risers, open blinders and functions and the types of this one. So this is what the model number 1 is, the total basic concepts regarding the foundry, how the casting is been removed and what are the types of castings, which are the methods are to be done for the removing the castings and the procedure. Okay, so this is a slightly lengthy module but easy model. Okay, simple and easy model is that the procedure of everything is same, only the name and the ingredients, that is in sands, which are being used, and the method which is been made, okay, is been different by the different name, that you have to understand. Okay, so before going deep to the model number 1, we'll start with the introduction regarding the foundries, okay, or the MCW subject. So whatever the video I have shared to you all, please go through that video. See, this is a classification of the manufacturing process: casting, forming, machining and joining. Okay, so, so see, the introduction of the manufacturing process and the classification of manufacturing, is the video is clear to all, clearly visible? Can you, it is visible, no? See, in this Okay. So introduction to the manufacturing process. So what do you mean by the manufacturing process? What is the manufacturing process? So see, there are different types of manufacturing process. Day by days, whatever the equipments you are using for your lifestyle, okay, for the comfortness of your lifestyle. Okay, for example, you can take the television, you can take the motorcycle, your bike, cars, motors, okay, or whatever the different types of products you are using day by day. uh, okay, they are being manufactured by different types of methods. Okay, first, which are the different manufacturing method? If you can take the forging, you know, you studied in the last previous semester. What is the forging is nothing but you are heating a metal to an hot condition, okay, below the recrystallization, make that metal soft, and with the hammer blow you convert that metal into a desired shape, so that particular dimensional product you can use anywhere. Okay, so the forming, machining, casting, welding, okay, joining means what, the with the revealed joint, okay, by the welding purposes. Okay, so these are the different types of manufacturing methods. In from this types different types of manufacturing method, you are going to study one of the important manufacturing method in the present scenario in worldwide. They are using the maximum these types of manufacturing method for producing the different types of car engines, pistons, blocks, cylinders. Okay, so many different types of complex products means what, the which are difficult to manufacture by different manufacturing methods, just like an example forging or any different types of manufacturing method. There are these types of product are being used uh, for manufacture this type of casting procedure. Okay, so what is the casting and how it is been done? Okay, that we are going to study in this subject, or you can take in this module. Okay, in this subject. Okay, with what is the next classification of manufacture, the various process available for manufacturing a product can be put into an any one of the four categories mentioned below. So these are the main four categories. In these categories you can mention the manufacturing process. First one is in casting, second is in forming, third one is in machining, and fourth one is in joining. Okay, so the forming you have studied, machining also you have studied in the machine shop how the machining is being done, joining also you have studied, and now you are going to study regarding the casting. What is the casting that you are going to study in this subject, as particularly in this module also. Okay, so what is the casting? So see, the casting, just understand, if you understand the casting, then overall subject or this model you are going to understand what is the casting. So see, a simple thing is there. Casting is nothing but you are taking in raw material. Okay, taking a raw material, either it may be the ferrous metal or non-ferrous metal. Okay, understood? If it is maybe the ferrous, either you can take a gold, silver, or you can take metal, steel, stainless steel, any metal. Okay, the procedure is for making a finished product, that is called as casting. So what is that procedure? You have to melt that furnace, you have to melt that metal into a furnace. What is a furnace? A furnace is nothing but an oven which work on electrical base or the charcoal base. Okay, which produces the heat. Okay, by the help of that heat, whatever the ferrous and the non-ferrous metal you are put in that furnace, okay, that is going to melt over there. Understood? This is the first step, is going to melt. When this metal is been melted, solid metal is converted into a liquid form. Okay, then afterwards what is to be done? Then the mold cavity is to be prepared. Take one box that is called as a molding box. in which the pattern is been kept. The pattern is nothing but the replica or a duplicate copy of a product which you are going to prepare. For example, if you are going to prepare a statue of Ganpati or any of the person, okay, or any of the lord statue, if you are going to prepare the same statue, pattern is been prepared by the different types of material. You can take the wood, wax, plastic, metal, whatever the material you can use. According to that material you have to prepare the same copy of that pattern. That pattern is been placed in that box, that is called as a molding box, and then the sand is been filled surrounding to that pattern. Okay, after filling the sand is been pressed with a high pressure, okay, by the means of or taking the hand tools, that is called as a rammer. Foundry rammer is the hand tool, it's called as a rammer. By that rammer you have to press that sand so that it can press tightly in that molding box. Once you finish the sand filling by the ramming procedure or tightening that sand, you have to remove that pattern from that molding box. So what will happen when you remove the pattern? So whatever the pattern shape is there, that is been adopted by that sand. So there will be a cavity. Cavity means what you can say, a small holes or the gap is been generated over there. Okay, same whatever the pattern shape is there, that is been molded on that uh, sand. Okay, so this mold is called as a mold cavity. Then afterwards, whatever the metal you have melted in that furnaces, okay, that liquid metal is being poured in that mold cavity. Okay, then afterwards allowed it to solidify. That liquid, when comes to an atmospheric temperature, the temperature of that liquid metal starts to reduce over there. Once it starts to reduce over there, then what happens, the liquid metal starts to convert it into a solid. Understood? So like this way, once the product the metal is completely solidified, then that product is been removed out and the sand surrounded to that metal is been cleaned over there. Okay, then whatever the excess materials are there to that are been grinded out or removed out. So this is what the simple casting procedure is there. Okay. Now you can see over here, now the casting is been classified into two categories. Okay, types of mold. One is an expandable mold and second is an permanent mold. So what is an expandable mold casting and permanent mold casting? You can see over here, in these types the mold prepared from the sand, plaster or similar material is a temporary, okay, and is destroyed in order to remove the solidified parts. Okay, in the other words, the new mold has to be prepared for an each casting. So see, for example, if you can take, so see, everybody having the refrigerator, I think so. If you are having the refrigerator, so in the freezer you are keeping an ice tray is there. In your freezer the ice tray is there. Have you seen the ice tray is made of an plastic? Okay, In that you are putting in water and keeping that ice tray into the freezer. Okay, the change difference between the casting and the making an ice cube is slightly different. Over there the liquid water is converted into a solid. In the casting, the solid metal is liquid metal is converted into a solid. Only the thing is that over here the liquid is been freezed, and over there the solid is been heated to convert an liquid. Okay, so this is what the difference, but the thing is been same. So over here the expandable mold casting and permanent mold casting is that, just if you take a paper in which the plastic sheet, if you take a small plastic sheet, put a water and keep in a fridge, then afterwards when it gets solid on an ice cube, then what you have to just tear that paper and you can get the ice cube. Okay, if you take a thickness heavy thickness ice tray and put a water and placed it into a freezer, when you remove it, okay, then you can get the ice cube outside, then the ice tray remain the same, or you should not need to break that ice cube. So this this tray is called as a permanent tray, and expandable, that plastic is being used as an expandable tray. For example, if you are making a statue of an Ganpati or any of the thing, Lord, okay, if you are having a demanded for the special pose of that statue, okay, special pose, so it is a single piece which is been used. Okay, for that reason only the single piece been going to be used, then after that pattern has to be destroyed, no another piece is been done. Okay, all the work piece has been removed. For that reason, temporarily, uh, what you can say, the patterns are been prepared or the molds are been prepared. For example, the plastic, plaster, okay, or the similar material, the molds have been prepared so that one time use, okay, then it has been throw it out. If the mass production is there, if you are a manufacturer of an engine, piston, or the cylindrical blocks, or any of the production, you are having the highest production, daily thousands of production for the 1 or 2 years you are going to produce by the casting, so the permanent mold casting is been preferred for such types of casting production. Okay, now next category is an forming category. Have you seen in the previous semester in metal forming, hot working procedure is there and the cold working procedure is there, in which the metal is been heated for the forming purpose, for the expansion of the workpiece, and the cold working process is there, in which the metal is been not heated below its recrystallization temperature. Okay, only for the bending, sharing, and the drawing is been done. Now machining is in the machining is also there are two categories, one is a traditional and another is a non-traditional. So the traditional is nothing but the machine shop where the milling machines, shaper machines are being used, drilling machines are being used, and many other different types of special purpose machines are being used for the operations. Okay, for removing the excess materials and to take a raw material into a finished products by an accurate dimensions and accuracy. Okay, the machining is be done. Non-traditional machining or the non-conventional machining, there are two categories. In non-traditional and non-conventional machining, there is a subject when you go for the higher semester NTM, the subject is the non-traditional machining. Okay, but I'll give you a small brief regarding this one, that non-traditional machining, which types of machining is there, in which the laser beams are being used, no machine tools are being used, that is an cutting tools are being used. Okay, no human, what you can say, efforts are being used for the machining, less human efforts are being used. Okay, and no machining cutting tools are being used. Over here the laser beams, electrochemical beams are being used, ultrasonic beams are being used, or the chemicals are being used for removing the excess metals or unwanted metals to convert the raw material into a finished product. So these types of machining methods are called as an non-traditional methods which are not come from the traditional, they are been invented in the middle of our generations by the different researches of the different types of scientists, okay, for machining purposes. So this is what the machining category is there. Now next we'll go with the classification of manufacturing processes. So this is what the classification of manufacturing processes. Now you can see some examples of this casting. Now you can see over here the joining is the temporary joining process and permanent joining process. So what do you mean by the temporary joinings and the permanent joinings? So in the temporary joinings we can see the bolts and nuts are there, shoulderings are the shoulderings, the two wires, bracings, okay. So these are the temporary joints, okay. And the permanent joints, which are the permanent joints, weldings and the rivets which are being used in the car weldings, okay, the body weldings of the car body, riveting the sheet metals, okay. So these are the some of the manufacturing processes, okay, that you are going to study so far. Now let us see the introduction of the casting processes. So see, the casting processes is near about the 5,000 years back from the this manufacturing procedure is been followed, or the process has been followed by the ancient people, okay. This is during the wars, during the ancient times, the wars, the casting, what you can say, the arrows are being used for the fighting, casting weapons are being used, okay, swords are being used for the uh, during the wars, okay. So this is not an a new one manufacturing process, it since from the ancient times it is been used, okay. The now let's just see the classification of the foundry alloys. The based on the presence of an iron contents, the casting is been classified into two types. One is an ferrous casting, iron based, and non-ferrous casting, iron based. The subdivision of this types are been listed. So see, the casting is been removed in two types, the ferrous and non-ferrous metals, okay. So different procedure is different method is there, and the different procedure is for removing the casting, because the ferrous and non-ferrous metals having the variation between the temperature of that melting as well as the solidification temperature is also changed between the both the ferrous and non-ferrous metal. Let us see the ferrous metal casting, okay. The ferrous casting is in steel, plain low carbon, medium carbon, and high low carbon. So there are two types or three types of steels are there: low carbon, medium carbon, high carbon. Low carbon is an ductile carbon, medium carbon is an what you can say, having the combination of ductile and hardness. High carbon steel is an hardness steel, okay. This is what the property belongs to the steel. Cast iron, gray cast iron is the ductile or nodular or spheroidal graphite iron. White cast iron is there, malleable ions and contextual graphite ions. So this is what the casting ions are there, which are been usually